I'm back again. That red flashing dot up there, well, I don't know, I have it again. But anyway, it was telling me that I had to sign back in with my phone number to be able to publish a longer video. But anyway, I wanted to get going here on lesson 7 real quick. Like I said, there's a B flat in there. We discussed how to play the B flat. This finger and this finger here on your flat key. Now, I don't know if I mentioned, but when there's a B flat in the key in front, where that flat is on the B line, you can just keep your thumb. Just keep your thumb on here. Where is it? I can't twist around like this, Miss Lily. Keep your thumb here through the whole piece. You don't have to move it off for any of the other notes. It works like this other thumb key for the other things. It's just that, see, it's got this added little key on top. That makes it a flat, but it doesn't make all the other notes flat. It's only for B flat. The only time you're going to use it is for playing B flat. Now, you could use it though for the whole piece because it won't affect the sound of the other notes. It just makes it easier for you so you don't have to keep moving, sliding your thumb back and forth. Which you can do if, like, they stick a B flat in a piece that doesn't have a flat in the key. But there is a fake way of playing it, which I finally discovered at my ripe old age of 70. That makes it so much easier than going like this, so you won't have to go like this. But for this purpose and all your other purposes, when there's a B flat in the key, which is up by the scrolly staff mark, you use this key for your thumb. And then you don't have to think of anything special to play that B flat because you're going to have your thumb on it all the time. You don't have to do anything different. You can pretend it's your regular B, but because it's here instead of here, it's going to be a flat. Okay, let's move on. Let's play B flat. The other thing this lesson shows at the top, 1, 2, and 3 show you the flat sign, the sharp sign, and the natural sign. Like I said, the 3/4 means there's 3 beats to the measure. Just shows you whole notes. P and F, that is Latin. Don't ask me the full words. I think the F stands for fortissimo. That sounds Italian. Anyway, P means softly, shh, quietly. F means loud, loud. And then there's everything in between, which they use well, we'll get to those. Don't worry about it right now. But if you see P and F below the lines in your music, that means that you're going to play it softly or play it louder. I don't see that in this lesson 7, so let's not worry about that for now. I'm going to play number 5. And it says, you know, it's got that B flat, and it says, remember to play the flat. Now, you'll see there's other B flats in those 2 lines for this melody in F major. But because your thumb is going to be on this B flat key, you don't even have to think about it. The only time you have to think about it if they want you to play a B natural instead of a B flat, and they would put that in the music. But luckily for us, it's not there. So let's play lesson 7. Number 5. And it says a P. There is a P there. So it means they want you to play the whole piece softly because there's no other indication below the staff lines that they want you to be loud. So this is just a nice soft piece, okay? Remember, don't overblow. Use that gizmo I'm sending you to learn how to direct your air so you don't have to play extra loud on those higher notes. That's not how that works. Although it usually sounds that way. Look, I've lost part of my eyebrow. Okay. Ready? the end of this line, there's a rest mark because the two notes only made totaled 3, so they put a rest in there. They put a rest because see that colon mark at the end of the line? I don't know if you've run into that yet, but that means repeat. And when it has that, you're going to repeat all the way back to the beginning of the song and just play it through a second time. Sometimes in songs, they only want you to repeat back to a certain place. And when we get there, I'll explain that to you, so don't worry about that for right now. But that is a repeat sign, so you go and you play this through twice, okay? That was kind of pretty, huh? Did you hear that B flat? This is a regular B. This is a B flat. See, half a step down. Or okie dokie. Now we're going to play duet in F major, but we're just going to play the top line. I mean, you can fool around with the bottom line if you want, but it won't have much of a tune to it. Not that any of this does, but okay. See, there's an F down there. They want you to be loud on this piece of music. Duet in F major. Ooh, I have to sit up a little bit. My spine's curling. Okay, you ready for this? If you look all the way down on the first line, down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th measure, look at that. You've got an E, you've got an F sharp, you've got a G, and then you've got an F natural. Oh, this is a case where they stick these things in there. Even though the key at the front of the line says it's just a B flat, well, they decided to make this music fancy. So they stuck in an F sharp, and because that F sharp is in the same measure with the next F, which happens to be an F natural, they have to mark it. If they didn't mark that second F with that natural sign, you would still play an F sharp. When you have something like that, let me show you what I'm talking about. If they didn't have this natural sign in there, because this F sharp is at the beginning of the measure, you would play every F in that 4-beat line as an F sharp. Now, they decided they didn't want this F to be a sharp, so they had to tell you, nope, we're going to play it as a natural, okay? When you go on past this measure, that's why they have these bars in here. They kind of just, each measure has its own thing going on. So when you go on to your next measures, just play your regular F natural like you always would. This is just an indication for this measure right here. And that's why all these divides are in here like that, so that they can do funny things like that, but that doesn't mean that it carries on to the rest of the piece. I should have evened up my eyebrows. I rubbed my face, and look at that. I always look like a clown. All right. Clowny grandma here. We're going to play duet in F major. Forgive me my bad sounding F sharp when I get there. Okay? Okay. By the way, we got our B flat key here going on. Swell, huh? Okay, this is a good example of what I was telling you about down here. See this? Where they decided to throw in this F sharp again. And like I said, it only pertains to this measure right here. When we come down here, there's another F. For your convenience, because you're new at it, until you learn all this funny markings and everything, they let you know, hey, that's F natural. Because F sharp was back here. That doesn't mean it goes for the rest. It doesn't, unless it's in the front key, which it's not. There's only a B flat. So this is a one-time thing for this measure. When you play this F or this F, they're naturals, okay? Okay, I don't want to throw too much at you. I was looking at lesson number 8. There's really nothing new there. You do know eighth notes. So just for the heck of it, just to give you something different to do, because you got to be bored out of your mind. See, this is interesting. See number 3 and number 4. Look at the keys. Look at the keys here in the front. Number 3, where is it? Here. See, it's just a regular old key. But here, it's in B flat. This is the C, the key of C. They don't worry about why they call it that. And this is your F. What does it say? Key of F. The key of F always has a flat. So it's the same song, long, long ago and far away. Hey, yay, it's a song. But it's just done in different chords. You know. So I'm going to play each one of those. You can hear the difference in it. Okay, we're on lesson 8. We're on number 3. No sharps or flats, okay? Just straight music. So we got our B, our finger here, back on the regular key. No B flat. Rest. Was nice. That's a nice, pleasant key. Now we're going to play it in the key of F with our thumb now on the B flat key. Rest. Cute, huh? I like that one. I like the key of F. I like B flat. Real fast, I'm going to do number 6, and then I'm going to let you go. This accent note above the A and all through this piece, if you look at the top, do you look at the top? Oh yeah, very last one, number 11, it's called an accent. So you slightly emphasize that note over the other notes, okay? It just gives your piece more life. It isn't all the same tone and all boring. It's got a little punch there at the end. Not much, just a little. In fact, it may be hard to hear it. Let's try it again. Oh, let's do it good. B flat key, don't forget. Oops, sorry. How cute is that, huh? Sorry, Miss Pooped. My tone wasn't the greatest today, but I wanted to make this for you. I want you to have something else to work on, because I know being bored or finding everything trite and easy isn't any way to progress. I want to encourage you to look ahead. Play, if you can't play a whole song or a whole something you see in the book, play a couple measures. Play a couple phrases of it. Don't be afraid to experiment. I know it's a little daunting if you don't have instruction, but I'm trying to help you out with that a little bit here. Just give Grandma time. And eventually we'll get to the parts that Grandma doesn't know how to do either. But I hope this helps you. I hope it keeps you encouraged. I'm always here for questions. Just send me a little video like you did the last time. That was super. And I'm always here to help you. I want you to enjoy this. I think out of all the instruments, I can see why it would be the hardest to play, like your teacher said, but it's got the prettiest tone. You know, I never cared for clarinets, and God forbid trumpets. Oboes are cool. But that's got to read it. And you know what? Licking a piece of wood, like licking a popsicle stick, makes me get chills all over my skin. The thought of licking a reed every day to get it all wet so I could play it was disgusting to me. It's like, ugh, I hate raw wood. Why would you want to do that anyway? Okay. The nice thing is the flute is a woodwind without a piece of wood, huh? All right. I've taken up enough of your evening or time. Watch this more than once. You know, pause it, practice something I jibber-jabbered about, and then move on. You don't have to watch the whole video and then not go back. Hopefully I'm helping. If I'm confusing, that's not much help because I confuse myself. But good luck. This isn't hard. You're smart. You can do this because you're better than everybody else. I love you. Can't wait to see you in the spring. Bye-bye.